Whoop, 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 whoop. Welcome back, everyone. We're going straight into the new part of today. Uh, oh shit. Somehow, the fact that he was flapping a handheld fan at himself only served to empathize his wretchedness. His expression, too, was melancholic. He put up a flippant smile. But his eyes, which met mine for the barest seconds, weren't laughing. I had nowhere to run to. While I wavered about how to answer him, the two of them came walking right up to me. And he shows his badge. The geezer took a black folding badge out of his breast pocket and held it out to me. It was the type of police ID I'd often seen in TV dramas. That was, of course, the first time I'd laid eyes on one in the real life. They'd finally come. I could only think of one reason: the staking.
ちょっと話を聞かせてもらっていいかい？もちろん強制じゃないんだけどね。あ、そんな身構えなくていいよ。本当話聞くだけだから。
There was zero pressure present in the manner of speaking, except the other younger detective wore a severe expression as he casually changed his position to block my path. I started sweating. If I did anything stupid, they might start suspecting me of being the perpetrator and haul me off to the police station. Couldn't let that happen. I resigned myself to my fate and gave a small nod.
君さ、俗に言うニュージェネレーションの狂気って知ってるかな？
As I thought, wiping the sweat off my forehead, I nodded back at him.
じゃあ3番目に起きた通称貼り付け殺人事件も当然知ってるよね。この近所で起きたわけなんだけども。その目撃者を探してるわけよ。あ、ちなみに君、名前聞かせてくれる？
I couldn't help sucking in a breath. This wasn't Zhuge Liang's trap, was it? But maybe they were a group of con men who'd act like policemen while talking to me, when they really were going to extract my personal information to put it on to ill use, or else underlings of the demon girl herself.
あれ、答えてくんないのかな？
Once they started doubting me, there'd be no end to it. What should I do? If I answered with a false name, that alone might give them sufficient grounds to arrest me.
ああ、個人情報保護法とか気にしてる？おじさんそんなに信用なさそうに見えるかな？
Yes, you do. You really do. Yeah, you do. Anyhow, his amiable manner of talking was surely just an act.
西条匠
In the end, I couldn't think of anything, so I had no choice but to answer honestly.
西条匠くんでいいかい？
I nodded.
本当に？
Yeah. Huh? What did he mean by really? What was with that reaction when I'd been good enough to answer truthfully?
いや、これは失礼。今のは気にしないでくれ。
The detective's deliberate sounding laugh echoed through the quiet residential area. I wanted them to be quicker about releasing me.
その制服、水明だよね。何年生？
Did I have to answer that kind of thing too?
悪いね。聞き取れなかった。おじさんもう年だから耳遠くてさ。もう一度言ってくれる
？2年生。
ああ、2年生ね。どうも。で、西条さん。 聞きたいことってのは先月の29日の午後6時から10時頃にかけてどこで何してたかなんだわ。
Shit. Were they asking for my alibi? Could be that they suspected me, but that was absurd.
いや、別に君を疑ってるわけじゃなくてさ、その時間にこの近くにいたなら怪しい人物を見かけたとか何か音を聞いたとかないかと思ってね。
Just tell him the truth, dude. Just tell him the truth. No need to get nervous. Somehow listening to this detective talk really got me irritated. Maybe speaking in such a way as to purposefully anger the subject was a kind of interrogation technique. But I had seen a suspicious person with my own eyes distinctly. I vacillated about whether it was okay to tell that to this sketchy, samey old fogey. What would I do if I told him and a demon girl came to really retaliate? Right now it seemed like he was letting me slip away. She was letting me slip away. But she had precalc Shogun as one of her toadies. She herself must be able to use some sort of unbelievable power as well. That might truly be the case. Wow, I butchered that sentence. If so, if I were going to speak about the demon girl to the police, she might have already found out by using her sixth sense of something, and then maybe she would come to kill me.
なあ、西条君、今日はそんなに暑いか?
When he said this, my heart rate jumped. If I didn't say anything more, they'd definitely think I was the criminal. But I was scared that even if I lied by saying I didn't see anything, they would know I was faking it. The older man used the fan he was carrying to fan the side of my face for me. A cool breeze stirred my hair.
もうすっかり秋だ。汗かくほど暑いとは思えんけどな。まあ体質ってのは人それぞれだしな。
Yeah, I sweat whenever the fuck I want. It's winter, and I'm just sweating my ass off for some reason outside. In my t-shirt. It's sick. I didn't exactly want to hear that from a guy who walked around with a fan in this season, but admittedly, it wasn't particularly hot today. The temperature was just at the right level for comfort. I wiped the sweat off again and again with the sleeves of my uniform.
僕はやってない。
おお。
The color in the detective's eyes changed. I realized I must have said the wrong thing, but I didn't understand what part of it had been the wrong thing in the first place.
何をやっていないの?
Dude, just tell him. They totally suspected me. My only option was to transfer truthfully. Staring down at the manhole that happened to be located right at my feet, I shuddered.
見たんです。貼り付けの現場、そこに女がいたんです。で、血まみれにして死体の前に杭がたくさん死体に突き刺さってて、あれ500本は絶対超えてた。異常だ。死体がハリネズミみたいになってて。
Sick music. Digging it.
女は僕を見てよかったって笑ってた。あの女は悪魔だ。人間じゃない。ニュージェネの母親には人を超えた存在なんだ。ヨシとかすごい超能力とか使う。
When I said that much, I realized that I like his face. And that guy's like, what the fuck? That guy's like, dude, you must be on something. When I said that much, I realized the two detectives were staring at me blankly. Maybe they didn't believe me. I shut up again as a thought occurred to me.
悪魔か。なるほどね。そいつは参考になったよ。
本当です。
ああ、分かってる分かってる。貴重な情報だよ。
僕を警察で、守ってください。
その前にその女の年は分かる？服装とか顔の特徴とか。
水明。
水明って水明学園？
その制服着てた。
つまり西条君と同じ学校の生徒か。
After lapsing into thought for some time, the old man grinned and then muttered something that could have been either a real question or a rhetorical one.
何年生だろうな、その女子高生は。
Smells like rhetorical to me.
何年生だと思う？西条君。
Oh, you fuck. Haha.
わからない。
じゃあなんて名前だと思う？
わからないよ。僕はあの悪魔の名前なんて知らない。
その女の身長、体重、あとついでに3サイズについて。
What was up with this geezer? Was he mocking me? How could I possibly know even one of those? I don't have a moronic love comedy manga-esque power like being able to tell someone's height and weight in 3 sizes from a single look.
なるほど。黙ってるってことはわからないってことだね。結構。参考になったよ。これは本部に戻って検討しないといかんな。
先輩、マジっすか
Lifting a hand to the size of the dumbfounded younger detective, the older one gave him some kind of sign with his eyes.
あ、西条君、ちなみに連絡先とか教えてもらえる？
Shit! You have a cell phone now, you sick fuck.
なんで？
They didn't believe me after all. They wanted to label me as a deviant and set me up as a criminal. Yep.
ああ、だって悪魔だっけ？そいつから君を守らなくちゃならないだろ。
Oh, I get it. Thank God they believed me. Who the fuck? Dude, please tell me the next sentence is gonna be like, who the fuck are you kidding? There'd be nothing more comforting than having the police looking out for me. Of course, our opponent was a demon, so maybe even the police could get felled with a single blow. But it was better to be completely unarmed. A tiny bit relieved, I took out the cell phone I bought the other day and showed its number to the detectives. The other detective wrote it down in his notebook.
いや、忙しいところありがとうさ。君の身の安全は警察が保証するから、何の心配もしなさんな。じゃあ、また何か聞きたいことができたら電話するかもしんないんで、その時はよろしくね。イルスとか使わないでくれよ。今のところ警察にとっては君は重要な人物だからな。
え？
君の目撃証言は事件解決の重要な手がかりになりそうだ。じゃあな。
Dude, normally you would be taken back to the office and having to write a full testimony. So, I don't know what the fuck's up with Japan, but that's how it works here. The two detectives bowed their heads to me and swiftly walked away. After turning back to glance at me, the young detective began saying something to the older one in lower tones. The other one kept walking without responding to him. I took deep breaths. I'm scared when we turn around this corner she's gonna be there. I'm already shitting my pants again. I've been so nervous. Dude, what the fuck is lying here? Okay. was my first time being questioned by a real detective. I'd acted pretty suspiciously, but somehow they believed me. Maybe. It'd be wonderful if the police caught the demon girl. But the police were basically powerless, so it might not be a good idea to expect too much from them. Noticing that the inside of my mouth had become desert dry before I knew it, I bought a plastic bottle of Coke from a nearby vending machine. Oh great, we're home. It's good.
四つん這エロすぎ。後ろから見たらパンツ丸出しじゃんか。だがそれがいい。てらエロ顔。やっぱこの泣きそうっつうか生きそうにしか見えない顔が木島義雄のいいとこだよな。マジで木島 GJ。半脱ぎ下手に隠してる方がエロいし、この左手の位置とかやばすぎ。上着キャストオフとかこの角度からじゃほとんど全裸にしか見えんよ。髪の動きがいいよな。覚醒バージョンは髪が命って持論があるわけだが間違ってなかったな。さてそれではお待ちかねパンツいってみようか。どれどれ。V ゾーンの作り込みいいよ。シワのつき方リアルだしって。おおこれスージーさんすげえ。マジですげえ。クオリティ高すぎ。
クオリティ高すぎ。
これセーラタン5作目にして早くも最高傑作爆誕じゃねえ。これ以上すごいのなんて出せないってマジで。やっぱ木島は神。
I carefully placed the new Saratan next to my PC monitor. Hehehe, you're so sexy, Sarah. Simply looking at her made me grin uncontrollably. This truly was a moment of supreme bliss. I got right down to posting my impressions of the Saratan figure at one of the @channel figure threads. After having done so, I checked my email and whether or not any of my friends in Firapara had made updates.
おっと、マイフレ申請来てるじゃん。
From Shogun!
誰これ？セーラコミュの人か。はいはい、ゲイですよ。
Second I thought, alright. Oh shit. But it's done. About time to start an answer, a sense of prickling at the back of my neck. It was the gaze, with its usual intense presence. So no me dara no me. Shit! What a pain in the ass. Oh god, if I were to click this one, we'd be dead. When was it that I'd first begun to sense this gaze? I'd long since forgotten completely. It interfered with me at every little turn. There were a lot of different elements that kept disturbing my uneventful life, but this gaze was right up on Nanami's level in terms of being a horrendous bother. Fine, then maybe I'll play it. It'll take more than that to make me turn around game. Still facing my PC, I tried to come up with this kind of lines you'd find in a manga.
貴様、出てこい。
出てこ。出てころ。
僕の目をごまかせるとでも思ったか。甘いな。
甘いな。Here we go.
バレちゃった。
当たり前だ。僕の後ろに立つなと何度言えば。
What? Had I heard a female voice just now? Goosebumps sprang all over me. Did this mean the previously unseen owner of the gaze had appeared at last? Was that even possible? Should I turn around and see who it was? But what if she attacked me the second I turned around? It'd have been a rather cute to see voice, but what if a monster far removed from anything? But what if a monster far removed from anything I might recognize as human was standing there? No. If that were the case, she might be readying herself to attack me at this very moment. If I didn't turn around, maybe I wouldn't even notice when she killed me. Perhaps I should say something again to see if there was a response. The voice I heard earlier may have been an auditory hallucination or one of my delusions. I mean, I always talked on and on about, with my Seraton figure in my head. It was the same with that. It's probably post-awakening, Sarah. I started to take the plunge and ask, "Who are you?" But I soon ran into hesitation. It might be bad if I provoked her, and it could turn into the trigger that made her come attack me. I envisioned so many different possibilities that I found myself unable to move. What to do? Perhaps I was currently in a terribly foolish situation. It would be too dumb if the owner of the gaze wasn't really there. And the truth of the whole matter was that I'd been sitting in my chair all this time, trembling in terror of my delusions. Oh, is it his sister? Yeah, the voice sounds really... I can't put a nail on it. It wasn't an auditory hallucination or a delusion after all. There was someone behind me. Startled, I reflexively turned around. Oh shit, nigga! Whoop! What the fuck? Hi-oh! I knew it too! Here we go, crazy ass music! The demon girl. The girl sitting on the sofa was undeniably the one I had met at the scene of the staking. Oh my god, grab battle! For some reason, she was looking at me with a grin. Doesn't seem like a grin, it's more like fucking a smug mouth smile. Oh god, oh man! Oh god, oh man! Oh god, oh man! She'd finally come to kill me. It had be because I told the police the facts. She'd seen me do it with her second sight. And so she'd entered this room soundlessly, and she established herself in a position from which she could kill me at any time, and she decided to gaze upon me as I wept and screamed in fear. That had to be it. Korose. Naide. Don't kill me! I tried to scream, but my excessive terror made it hard for my voice to come out. Craning her neck, the demon girl let forth the words of some mysterious spell. She was cursing me or something. It must be black magic. In hopes of opening even a little distance between me and her, I decided to flee beneath my computer desk. But I was so shaken that I hit my head on the edge of the deck and curled up in the pain on the spot. This be a fucking comedic scene if it wasn't for this fucking music raping my ears right now. Oh god, did you hear that violin? Like... The demon girl still didn't lose her amused seeming smile, but was surely a trap to lull me into a false sense of security. Lull is Dutch for dick, with one L. The moment I realized she'd home in for the killing blow, or else maybe she had already placed a curse on me with magical words she used before. A few days later, I might suddenly die, bursting all over with blood spurting from my body. I cradled my head and splayed myself on the floor. I detested the two detectives who had appeared before me with every fiber of my being. It was a lie to buy myself some time. The old detective from before had told me he would guarantee my safety if he were doing his work properly. They must have sent at least one officer over to keep an eye on my place. Having thought that far, I gulped. I'd given that old guy my phone number, but I hadn't given him an address. Achtung! Er befindet sich als Saboteur in Stadtkopf. The demon girl suddenly snapped into a salute-like pose. And bizarrely enough, she'd muttered something resembling a sound effect for it of her own accord. Was this due a devil's curse? In the dark, she says? Did she intend to play dumb? Was she silently pressuring me with forget everything you saw, act as nothing ever happened? This girl, what the hell was she thinking? Hadn't she come to kill me? Yeah, it seems like a really fierce, weird facial expression. One that could murder people! Rising from the couch, the demon extended a hand to me. Her expression seemed extraordinarily gentle. Plus, when I saw her this close up, she was pretty cute. Until she fucking shoves a knife down your throat. Shit. I got it! I got it, Luigi! Shit! I was turning into a total idiot here. Thinking a demon looked pretty cute. What the fuck? She was a murderer. She had used you and Shogun in her attempts to entrap me. Now she'd come to kill me in person. Wait, that might mean she's Shogun. Oh my god! What if she is? That'd be fucking weird. Posting pictures of your own kills. Whoop, 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 whoop. But that's what everyone does. Dude, I totally got the sick frag, dude. Got posted on YouTube, dude. Don't believe her. I'd already learned my lesson from what had happened with Fiora. I'd never make the same mistake again. That was why I didn't take her pre-offered hand. Pro-offered, sorry. Don't be deceived by this demon girl's smile, for she is the temptation of the blah 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 blah. This was the temptation of the devil. If I gave in to temptation, I'd die. Don't believe in anything, don't believe in anything anyone says. We're gonna change some options here because I forgot to change. What? Voice playback? Alright, that sounds better. Derp! Should have set that on. God damn it. Message speed. Cut off voices midway. No. Version. Stretch to fit. Yeah, that works. Alright. Let's continue on. I'll go for 2 minutes longer since I fucked up in the shit here. What did she intend to do with me? Would I, in the same way as a guy in the 4th case? See, it's written Shogun to pronounce them. Maybe the 3 of them felt like banding together to get rid of me in a group lynching. Oh, that sounds fantastic.
助けて。
じゃあね、私を殺人犯扱いしなければ助けてあげる。
So that's how it really is.
そんなビビらないでよ。いちいち私がへこむようなリアクションしてくれるよね。
お願いだ、もう二度と誰にも喋らないから。だから見逃して。
もしもーし、タク、ちょっと落ち着こ
う。Bitch. Call me Taku all friendly like. Come to think of it, how'd she know my name? Oh, dude, I forgot to tell you. It's gonna be sick. When I play World of Warcraft, Mist of Pandaria, I got my new computer. I'm going to film everything and give like commentary while playing. It's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be great. She'd know my name even when we met before the first time. I was thinking, crunchy. Why? And how had she known where my base was?
当然でしょ。あなたの名前を知ってるのは。
Had she read my mind? Put finger on edge of lip? Like I thought, she was clairvoyant. She'd know my name and my address too, because she'd used her power on me.
タクって結構独り言多いよね。前から思ってたことだけど。
For a while. Since when? Speaking of which, I had been talking to myself just now. I myself had absolutely no awareness of it. Really? Had I really, truly been talking to myself? What were the chances that she was lying to me or that she'd read my mind?
タクの名前を知らないわけないよ。私、物覚えはそんなに良くない方だけど。友達の名前くらい覚えるよ。
A friend?
それともタク、私のことバカにしてる？そりゃ私、テストの点数はそんなに良くないけど。
Longest delusion ever, I think.
面と向かってそういうこと言われると傷ついちゃうな。
Wait, but there's not really. Okay, so we got the prompt that was an illusion, but there's no distortion. So this is happening. Was someone here weird in the head? Who, me? This girl?
もしかして転校生？
そういえば近いうちに転校生が来るらしいよ。スカチン先生が言ってた。
The two halves of our conversation didn't match up. My previous fear mixed with the strain of I have no idea when I might get killed was starting to fade. And this episode is going to be long, but in its exchange came a different variety of dread, gnawing its way into my heart and making me go cold as the void.
もしもし？その顔はまさかまだ信じてくれてない？
誰だ？
Who are you? She was a murderer, a demon girl.
うわ、タクこそクラスメートの顔を覚えてないんだ。ひどー。
Classmate, she says. In other words, we weren't only friends, we were classmates.
でもまあ、しょうがないか。タクはあんまり学校来ないもんね。だからって、私の存在丸ごとなかったことにするのはどうかと思う。私の名前、本当に忘れちゃった？そんなことないよね。知ってるでしょ？
Always Senna? No, that's the other one. So that's Always Senna.
あなたは
Who are you?
知ってるはず。
Alright, here we go. Does it end the delusion? Or not? Oh, yes, it is. Good! So it was delusion after all.
リ
Rimi. Yeah.
そう正解。賞金
Whoa!
10円プレゼント。私崎畑リミです。
Sakihata Rimi. Yeah.
なんだ、やっぱり覚えててくれたんだね。よかったよかった。
Why? 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 Was it true? Was this demon girl really demon girl's name really Rimi? Wow, so much R's. Why had that name come floating up into my heart just now? Why did I know her name? Could it be that she was really my classmate and my friend and I'd simply forgotten? No. Impossible. No! That's not true! That's impossible! Search your feelings. You know it to be true. No! 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 And then he fucking falls off! What the fuck, Luke? What the fuck were you smoking, dude? In episode 5? Star Wars is like the best comedy ever, dude. Can't stress that enough. Alright, I'd never heard so much as the name Sakihata Rimi before. It must be a fake name. It said Rimi, so she made it her name. It was the same as an impersonation con. Yeah, the name Sakihata Rimi rings a bell for me, but I don't remember her actually being called like that. In the first place, other than Yua, I'd never known a 3D girl who talked to me with such familiarity. And Yua was the demon's girl subordinate. I get it. I get what? That we're gonna save. Because this has gone on for far too long. Yup. And we don't want to reach the 40 minutes state. So we're gonna continue next time. I might record today because I thought it was earlier, but we're already like 6 fucking o'clock nearly, as you can see here. No, yeah, 6. My birthday's in 2 days. Wazoo! Big shout out to Dark Loner who made that sick video for me last year. That was cool. Where everyone was singing and I cut off my head like Van Gogh. Was that him? Yeah, that was him. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Dirk.